Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today. Today's date is February the 3rd. It's my first day for trading my new Magic Trigger system. That's this one right here, the Magic Trigger. It's a combination of the PIP trigger and the golden trigger merged together. And if you remember, the PIP trigger is great for when the market is trending, and of course the golden trigger is when the market is range bound. In other words, these channels here, upper and lower channels. So today I was focusing on the pound weakness, and it did drop right down to 0%, which is great and what we need for movement within the market. Now I took these trades right around 8 a.m. in the morning. I saw the market on all the pound pairs were just going sideways, and this was a combination of a great way to trade. And by the way, everything I'm talking about is within the training videos. So as I said, this is one system, the Magic Trigger, which is a combination both of the PIP trigger and the golden trigger. So around 8 a.m. this morning, I knew it was going to go down because the Magic Trigger was telling me it's going to go down. In other words, we're selling the pound. So let's work on this pound CAD here first. Just drag, highlight it, drag, and drop it in. And right here is where I got in, as I said, around, it's actually 12 minutes after 8 this morning. Got in at this cursor, went a little bit against me, but not a big deal. And I ended up with 42 pips here. No particular reason, it's just if I can get 20 to 40 pips on a trade, each trade, I'm very happy with that. So being very happy, I closed the trade, and those 42 pips paid out $3,097. Now, as you probably know, most of my trades are in the New York session here, as I am sleeping during the London. Now, the London is by far the best because look at everything is screaming to sell, get in anywhere, and wake up in the morning. That's 121 pips. Well, and all the way down to here was 171. And of course, I've had a few traders asking me, does this work in the Asian session, which I could have traded last night, but I did not. So getting triggers, the indicators down at the bottom, triggers was here and here. Just get in anywhere as close to the channel as possible, as I teach how to do that in the training videos. And then you can sleep through the night time and wake up in the morning with 170 pips. At that point, you can either close a trade or at least manage a trade. I'm only pointing this out that it can be done for you traders who have a day job. You're coming home around 4 or 5 o'clock. This is 5 p.m. New York time. All you got to do is get in front of the charts, analyze it, what is it telling you to do, and then you can take the trade. And then before you go to bed, make sure you manage it. Let's say you're up 10 or 20 pips. You can manage a trade as I teach in the training videos so that you can sleep all through the night, and you're going to wake up either with 10 or 20 pips, or you're going to wake up with a lot more, as what happened last night. Okay, the next pair we're going to look at is Pound Aussie here. Same thing. On this Pound Aussie, just highlight it, click and drag it up, and then you'll see the cursor where I got in at. Again, this was 3 minutes after 8 a.m. I got in at this cursor here, and looks like I closed it out at perfect timing, which happened to be 56 pips. Let's check that again. 55 pips. I was very happy with that. Now I can go up a little bit, hook around, and keep going down. but I am definitely done for the day. And those 55 pips are producing $3,667. I love trading with this magic trigger because now I don't have to pass back and forth between the pip trigger and the golden trigger. I have everything here in one system. As I mentioned a few times, the channel is great when it's going sideways, and as you can easily see, the market here is not going sideways, it's going down. Now this can be traded on absolutely all time frames from the 1 minute. I don't recommend the 1 minute, all the way up to the monthly, and I never look at the daily, weekly, monthly because I don't care what it's doing. I'm just getting in, grabbing my 10 to 30 pips or more, whatever the market will give me, and I am done trading, usually for the first 2 or 3 hours when the market opens. And as of today, I was finished at exactly 10 a.m. I closed out at 4 minutes after 10, so usually around 7 I'm starting to look for trades, and between 9 and 10 I'm done trading for the day. And I also teach how to trade the London close, which is coming up in 30 minutes from now. It's 10:30 approximately, and again I won't be trading that as I am okay with the results for today. So moving along to the last pair that I traded, which was the pound New Zealand, which is this pair. Just highlight it, click and drag it up. Again, exactly the same time, 3 minutes after 8 I got in at this cursor, and I closed it out with 55 pips again. There's 55 pips, and it looks like it's a minimum, it's just stalling out. Now once it hits around 11 o'clock, London close, it did over 100 pips here, it can easily go back up to the moving averages. So that's another reason why I closed out the trade. I wanted to show you also, this pair did exactly the same thing. Once you can trade with a day job, get in front of the computer between 5 and 7. You're analyzing what's going on down here at the bottom, plus with price action. I teach exactly everything that you're supposed to be looking for. And once you get in the trade by getting triggers like here and over here, even if you took the trade over here, not a big deal. You can wake up in the morning, that's over 180 pips. Now, and this is why if you have a day job, you can certainly either get up in the morning before you go to work, couple hours before, and trade this price movement down, or you can trade from the London, and as you're sleeping, the market many times will just keep pushing it in the direction that you took the trade in. So again, I'm only showing you that as I've had a number of traders asking me, will it work in the Asian time frame? And the answer is yes. You just have to analyze the charts, get in the trade, then you have to manage the trade, proper trade management, proper money management, and don't forget the psychological part. And for you traders who already got the trigger, any trigger system from me, make sure you read the book. This is the book that I'm talking about, The Disciplined Trader, Developing Winning Attitudes by Mark Douglas. I've read it a few times. Every time I read it, I learn something new and different. It's 184 pages, and it's well worth reading. Because you have to master the psychological part of trading. Because the best system in the world that can make traders millions of dollars, and you will fail miserably, blowing up your account and whatnot if you haven't mastered the psychological part. So I highly recommend you read it, and if you don't have it, just search the web and you can get it for free. There's many places where you can download it from. So moving along, the pound New Zealand, as I said, there was 55 pips, and that produced $3,554. If you're doing a pip total today, which was an excellent day, I only need or would like to see at least one day a week with a half decent total, and in theory I can take the rest of the week off, which is one of the main reasons I got into trading. Work very little and make very good pips and money. Okay, so pip total was 152 pips, and money wise was $10,319. And now if your system is not producing like my magic trigger is doing, I suggest that you get your hands on it. And to do so, all you got to do is look right below this video and you will see some write-ups. Now this magic trigger system, as I mentioned before, is a combination of both the golden trigger and the pip trigger. So you need both of these as you get this package here. So for you traders who don't have anything from me, then I will be charging $350. First system is $250, and I'll only charge $100 for the golden trigger, and then you'll get this as a bonus. So you're going to be buying two systems, and you get eventually the magic trigger as the bonus. Now this one has as I said, a combination of both the pip trigger and the golden trigger. It has over 7 gigabytes of training. You'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform, along with you'll get all the templates for a total of the 3 different systems combined, making the magic trigger is altogether 12 MT4 templates and 12 custom indicators along with the currency meter. There's a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents. Included within the Word documents is the $1 Million Trade Plan that I've talked about many times over and over. Now remember, if you have the pip trigger system, not the full package, just the new and the latest version of the pip trigger system, then all you have to do is, like I said, you'll be paying $100 more. You'll get the golden trigger and you'll get the magic trigger. So now there's a lot of training videos. When you combine all these 3 together, there's 73 training videos, and I'm teaching a lot of different ways, like a great way to trade. I give a lot of trading tips. I teach how to back test the magic trigger, and of course how to scalp the market, scan the market, teach how to trade all 3 sessions including the London close. Also teach how to do trade pullbacks and reversals, and of course I teach how to trade the channel and the goal line, and as I mentioned earlier, how to trade with a day job, and of course how to trade the news. So if you have any questions about anything, just pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. Shoot me an email if you live too far. There's an underscore here, make sure you put it in. And of course I prefer Skype. There's my Skype ID, Forex_Nelson. I made it easy for you. Just got to click on this link right here. And of course through Skype and Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. That's right, a free session. Probably lasts about 45 minutes, but that depends on how many questions you may have for me. Now I've been building systems for the past 12 plus years. I now have a grand total of 26 trigger systems. You can see the screenshots. All you got to do is click on this link here. And of course, if you want to see the review, this link here covers the golden trigger and the pip trigger. All you got to do is click on this link. And as you can see, I just put in a review of my magic trigger system. All you have to do is click on this link, and then you'll see the reviews on my best 3 altogether trigger systems. So that just about wraps up this video, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading.